Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? It's Jennifer Hammock here, founder of the Dream Chaser Conference. I'm so happy that you are watching this right now, maybe watching the replay. Hello, Instagram. I'm really excited to be bringing this amazing experience for women to you, to the Bay Area and abroad. Yes, we are going to be having women. I looked at the registration list. We have women registered from Florida, from Illinois, from Texas, from North Carolina, and of course here in California. So all I gotta say is you want to be in the place. Yes, Zach. I'm telling you, it is going absolutely down. I'm really excited about the conference. And so I said, what better way to get ready for the conference than to just have a pre-party, right? I mean, everybody talks about the after party, but sometimes I think you got to get ready for what is about to happen. So I said, you know what? I want to have some conversations every single week leading up to the conference. If my calendar is correct, we are 15 days away from the conference, you guys. 15 days. That means like almost like 2 weeks. And I'm trying not to like freak out about that. But the thing that's getting me super excited is because every day the UPS man comes to my door, okay? And everybody know, like when the UPS man come, like we get excited, right? It's packages. But these are not packages for myself. These are packages that are coming that's going to bless you guys, attendees of the conference. And I'm so excited. I don't know about you guys, but my love language, well, one of my love languages is gifts. And so I want to do that. I want to give some gifts to every single VIP in-person attendee. Virtual, sorry, you don't get to get the this kind of love, but everybody that's being in person, you are going to walk home with something special, especially curated by me. I'm not going to give nothing away. No, I'm not going to give nothing away. You just going to have to be there. I want you to open a bag and be like, oh my gosh. And, pull out stuff and then pull out some more stuff and then pull out some more stuff. And just get excited about what's to happen. So, yes, tonight we are going to have some guests, but before they come on, I feel like, you know what, I want to just sit down and chat with you guys for a moment. So bear with me. We'll have them on in about like 7-10 minutes or so. Okay. But at the end of the day, what I wanted to do at least is to just share with you some insight that I think is still going to help you in your life. When I think about being dream chasers, I think about the idea of having a dream, right? And dreams are not fulfilled easily. Would you agree with me that dreams are not fulfilled easily? If you believe that, just put a heart in the chat, not bump the hearts, but put a heart in the chat if you believe that dreams are not achieved easily. They're absolutely not. And they're not achieved easily because I think that it's a marathon and not a sprint. And it's because you have to just develop strategy, develop personal perseverance. You have to develop faith. You have to develop so many things. So when you get to that mountaintop, when you get to your goals, like you can sustain what it is that you are hoping for, your dreams. And so that's what I want this conference to be. I want this conference to be a pit stop. I've been saying that this conference is a pit stop. I know maybe you've watched the NASCAR races or whatnot. You're watching NASCAR races, or maybe you watch like a long distance race or whatnot. And along that journey, there are specific people that are in specific places that's there to what? Cheer you on, to hydrate you. They got some water, like, oh, you thirsty? Oh, you about to run that big hill? Here you go. And so that's what I believe, that the Dream Chaser Conference is that pit stop for many people, because achieving your dream is not a sprint, it is a marathon. So it is my hope that this experience allows you to be renewed in more than one way. Just not like, okay, you're getting gems and tips, of course, but renew your mind, renew even your dreams. So this is the thing that at least what works for me. My dreams typically are enlarged when I get in a space with other dreamers. When I hear about other people's visions, other people's goals, it helps me to stretch mine and be like, man, If they can do this, then I can surely do this. And so that is what the fireside chats, the panels, the talks, all these different things are curated to do, to really help you. So I don't care if you have a full-time job and you're like, Jen, I'm not even an entrepreneur. Is this for me? This is still for you. This is still for you. Why? Because we are all on a journey. Okay. We're all on a journey. So yes, this is still for you. You might be saying, like, all I got is a little side hustle on the side. I'm not even doing this thing full time. Like, is this for me? Yes, this is still for you. You might be saying, you know what? I have this dream. I don't know. This is definitely for you. And you might even be saying, like, I got it. Like, I work full time for myself. Like, I got my own business. I want to believe that this conference is still for you. Why? Because dreams are always enlarged. But not only that, I believe that your dream can only get to the next level when you're connected to the right people. That's what I believe. And so what I wanted, again, this conference to be is a space where dream chasers connect. So it's going to be amazing networking. It's going to be amazing just information and just everything that you need. I really believe that this is exactly what we need, because who want to be honest with me and say that this pandemic, like this last 2 years, has been somewhat of a struggle, right? A little bit of a struggle. And so again, I want the Dream Chaser Conference to be that refueling station for you. I want it to be a space where your dreams and hopes are rekindled. I want it to be a place where you are able to connect with other women that are going places. And I just believe that you are going to be the better because of it. Okay. So that's what the conference is all about. But real quick, before I go any further, I just want to see who is in the house. Can you just drop in the chat where are you tuning in from? Drop your city. Come on, put it in the chat right now. I see Patrice on. I see Nicole on. I see That's So Nia. I hope I see her on. I see Coco is on. I see my husband, Darnell, is on. So if you can just put in the chat right now, what city are you tuning in from? Zach, Frozen Trey, Oakland, stand up. There go your brother right here, Oakland. Felicia Duncan is in Walnut Creek. Stephanie is in Los Angeles. And then I do got to shout out Felicia. She is one of our amazing sponsors. You're going to hear from her at the conference. So just so you know, I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram, connecting with you guys. I just love connection, if you don't know that. I see Stephanie from Los Angeles. Stand up, LA. What part of LA you from? Because people be claiming LA and they be like Orange County. I'd be like, that's not LA. No. Brentwood, That's So Nia is from Brentwood. Patrice is in Oakland. Okay, so we are Bay Area. We are Southern California. We're definitely California, that's for sure. Well, cool. I'm glad that we're in the right place. But like I said, one person that just chimed in, South Central. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, we got to make it clear and plain, because people say LA and that's just so big. I guess it's kind of like Oakland too, when people they just say they're from Oakland, but it's like, what part of Oakland? East Oakland, West Oakland, North Oakland. I'm from LA too. I am from South Central Los Angeles too. Okay, so that's all I want to know. But like I said, on Facebook, we have actually one of our speaker sponsors here. She's not going to be a guest today. You got to come to the conference to hear from her. But she is a part of one of my most anticipated sessions. I'm going to be honest. When I talk to people and I ask them, what session are you most excited for? One of the top ones for sure that is always said is the Rich Auntie session. Yes, the Rich Auntie session people are ready for. Felicia, they ready for the session. That's all I got to say. They are ready for the session. So I'm really excited about that session. And so I want to just tell you, let's just chat real quick while we get everything together here, why I wanted to have this conversation with the Rich Aunties. Like, I know it's a pop culture term right now, like, the Rich Aunties or whatnot, but in the way in which it's used via pop culture, I believe that we can benefit not from the Rich Aunties in terms of their money, but from the wealth of knowledge that they have, the wealth of wisdom that they have, the wealth of just experience that they have. That is what really makes them rich, okay? But the Rich Auntie session is going to include two very special ladies. One of them is an expert in stock market investments. She leads an organization called Stocks and Stilettos. It's an investment group for Black women. She has a community of over 90,000 women, you guys. 90,000 women. It's quite insane. And I have personally learned from her. I've learned game from her. All of my kids have brokerage accounts because of her. Like, I made money in the stock market because of her. I'm able to buy some little luxury items because I'm able to make some money here, over here, and then buy my liabilities with my assets, right? So she just has a wealth of knowledge that I know is necessary for us to engage with. And so that's why I have her on the part of the Rich Auntie session. And then I have Felicia in the place, because if you poll the 1%ers, right? The people with all the wealth, a large portion of their wealth comes from real estate or the stock market. Felicia, stop me if I'm wrong, okay? If I'm not speaking truth, then let me know. Most of their wealth comes from either real estate, the stock market, or from businesses. That's the three. That's the top three where they get their wealth from. So I knew it was important. It was important for us to have those wealth building conversations. And so the Rich Aunties are going to come through at the conference, and I'm super excited about just getting the wealth of knowledge. So again, they're not rich because they have a whole bunch of money. I ain't counting they pockets. I ain't doing all that, right? But I'm sure they got their stuff together. But they're rich because of the amount of knowledge, the amount of wisdom, the amount of just information that they have to really share with us. I was talking to a friend, actually, Igwehi, she's on right now. I was at her shop just the other day, and we were having a conversation, and she was like, you know what? Did you know that the average wealth for Black women is $12? I think it was something crazy like that. It's like, she's like, do you know that the average wealth for Black women is $12? And I was like, what? Like, I knew it wasn't a whole bunch of, I wasn't extremely high, but I'm like, $12, like, come on. And I've been researching, and that is very much true. So just knowing that fact is a reason why I wanted to have that session, the Rich Auntie. So so the conference is going to be amazing. So again, I'm doing these pre-conference conversations just to get us ready for what is happening, get us ready for what's about to unfold. And I said the best way to do that is just to have some conversations with some friends. And so in a little bit, I'm going to be bringing on the co-owners of Define Me Greek. In a little bit, we'll bring them on so we can have some conversations and be ready to go about that. So real quick, I just want to know who is registered for the conference. If you're registered for the conference, say me in the chat, okay? Put me in the chat if you guys are ready for the conference. Because while you guys are telling me that you are registered, okay, I'm about to tell you guys how many tickets is left. Like, I don't check this every day because I just don't want to be stressed out like that. But so when people ask like how many tickets are left, I really don't know because I don't be checking. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna check once a day. I'm not gonna stress myself out like that. But if you are coming to the conference, go ahead and say me in the chat. I'm really excited about all you ladies that are coming because we here. It's about to be amazing. We're about to have a really, really awesome time. And I can't wait for all of it to go down. And so as I am checking, I'm trying to see how many more tickets left without logging out of what I'm logged into. Okay, ooh, there we go. Dashboard. Okay, I'm using a new platform, and it's a little different to navigate. Anyways, I know it's like less than 10. Last time that I checked, it was only like 6 tickets left. I think it was like 10 or 6, something like that. But bottom line, I really want you guys to be a part of this. It's going to be really great networking. It's going to be really great information. And at the end of the day, y'all just need a good time. Like, who just needs to have a good time? I don't know about nobody else. After the 2 years that we've had, I don't know about y'all, but I'm just ready to have a good time, right? And so that's what I want to provide for you, a good time. a lot of networking, a lot of self-care is even happening at this event. Because of the speakers that we're going to have, and we're just going to have an amazing time. So I'm really excited about what is about to unfold. So what I want to do now is just give a quick introduction for our speakers for tonight for the pre-conference conversations. Again, like every good party has a pre-party. Everybody talks about the after party, but sometimes I feel like you got to get ready before you get ready, right? And so I want to welcome to you guys. I want to welcome to the stage. I gotta do the little thing to get them on. But I want to welcome and introduce you guys to two amazing, amazing women. They are the co-founders of Define Me Greek, which is a Greek apparel line. For those who don't know, the NPHC, Black Fraternity and Sororities, they create apparel for Black sororities. So I'm not going to tell the whole story, but they serve all of them. Bottom line, all of them. And they have an amazing story. I remember being a part of their first campaign when they first started. They had one design, and they was like, "Okay, Jim, we need you to wear this shirt. We're gonna do the photo shoot at the lake. Come through." And I was like, "Okay, I'm down for it. Let's go." So just to be able to see their evolution over time, to see their growth, to see where they've come, all those different things have just been amazing. And so it would be, and even this year they're celebrating their 10-year company anniversary. Put some hearts in our chat right now for them, even before they come. You sustain a business for 10 years. You deserve some love. Can we just put some love in the chat right now, even before they come to the stage? So we're going to get all into their story. We're going to talk business. We're going to talk woman stuff. We're gonna just have a good time. So I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and tap them in on this way and on this way. Add to the stream. Add to the stream. Boom, boom, bing. Okay, we're gonna have to turn down the volume on speakers on one of your devices. Just one. If I can go, I'm gonna do tap them in on this way. Let me add okay, I might need you to request again on Instagram, Selena. Yes, Lena. Let me add you guys on this one too. Okay, I might need you to request one more time on Instagram, Selena. Okay. Yes, Lena.
Okay, I'm trying. Let me see. I'm gonna try.
I saw it. One more time. Shauna, can you talk so I can hear if I can hear you in this thing?
Can you hear me? Mic check.
Yes, ma'am. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Scroll again. I got you in here. Oh, there you go. Define Me Greek. I can wave at you, but I want to do more wave at you. Hold on, guys. Can you hear me? Mic check, ma'am. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can I only add one person? I know I can add more than one person to Instagram, but I cannot. But I want to do more than wave at you. Hold on. Just bear with us for a second. I want to. Can I only add one person? I know I can add more than one person to Instagram Live. Hold on. Train. You know what I need to do, Shauna?
What's that? What's that?
I mean to add Selena.
What do you mean?
Try coming off of the stream on Instagram and come back on, and so that way you'll pop up again. I mean to add Selena. And then maybe I can invite you to be a part of it. What do you mean, girl? Off of the stream. It's okay. We all here on Facebook though. Hey, come back on. We all that way you'll pop up again, and then maybe I can. Hi, Kelly. What's up, Zach? What's up, T Trees 1908? We see you, sorors, in the building. Thank you for your patience, y'all. You know, technology, sometimes it want to work for you, and then sometimes it don't. It'd be like, what's happening here? But as we're getting all the things together, you guys can start putting questions in the chat right now. If you have any specific business questions, how-to questions, anything that you think that we could answer, you guys can start putting those questions in the chat. And what I'll do is we'll make sure we go through them to make sure we're all to the good. So, how was your day, Shauna?
It was productive. It was good. Okay. Still rolling and got lots of energy.
If one thing you got is energy all the time.
Gotta have
I
it.
love it. I love
And
it.
I didn't have any coffee. No coffee today. I'm still
you
doing
said
my
no
water
coffee
with
today?
lemon. Mm-mm.
Okay, good. I had my hot water and lemon this morning.
Me too.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Me
I had to
too.
take the actual lemon out because the last few days I would it would just it would get bitter. So I just had to drink it with just the actual lemon juice and not a lemon inside of it for whatever reason.
Right.
So it is
Okay.
what it is.
So it looks
But
like
yeah.
it looks like Selena's gonna have to join me. I'm just gonna grab another chair. She's gonna have to join me in this space. So let me
Yeah. Okay, and let's probably could we do this on Instagram? Bear with us, guys. Everybody's being patient anyways. But could we get on the Define Me Greek page?
Yeah, we will. Yep. I'm gonna hang up here and then we're gonna come back in on Define Me Greek.
Boom. That's what
Okay.
we're gonna do.
All right.
But you can stay here on the computer on the
She said we can stop. You saying we can stay
so
on
just so you guys
StreamYard?
know, you guys might be asking like, oh my gosh, what are you using? Like, how are you doing this? So this is platform called StreamYard. Their logo is kind of like a duck, and it is a streaming platform, and it allows you to stream on multiple channels at one time. So it's a really great resource if you like to produce content, like to go live, and you have like YouTube and Facebook. So for myself, I have a YouTube channel, and I also obviously have an audience on Facebook. So for me, I didn't want to have 3 different devices here. For whatever reason, Instagram does not want to be part of StreamYard. So I couldn't do all 3 on this one. But for those who are wondering, that's how it actually works. So it's this platform called StreamYard. It's extremely affordable. It's actually a free version, depending on how many platforms you're trying to stream to. And then you can go ahead and stream to multiple platforms. So, yep.
You also say, what do you log out? What do you log out? I wonder if it's because you have many people log in. I don't know. What do you think? Because we never had this
rooms icon. I don't know. What's the room icon?
She's already on StreamYard, so that's going to be a whole nother issue.
Oh, okay. I got it. I got your request now.
They won't let us do it. Okay.
That's that.
Okay.
I don't know. What's the room? Okay, I know how to do it now, y'all. Okay.
Okay, is that us? Mm-hmm. That's Define Me Greek? That's you. No. Who is this? Oh, is
that's
this
you, Define Me Greek.
Oh, okay. We were trying to figure out. We were having trouble. We were having trouble.
I'm sorry. It was me. I didn't know this. It's an icon at the bottom because your request was still there. It was still pending there. And I didn't know that I had to go to there to get it. So here we are now. And we're all fabulous, right? You have to be able to bob and weave. If you can't bob and weave, then I don't know what you're doing. You gotta be able to bob and weave. But can we say hey to all of the people coming on? I see Cassie Diva, Creative Soul 84. I see Amber. Hello. Who else y'all see? Y'all see any familiar names? Dope Boy, Mad 49. You dope, you a boy, and you mad. And your favorite number 49. Okay. Well, all right then. Sassy, aka 1908. I feel you, Soror. Come through. All right, cool. So as you guys are all coming on, I would love for you to put your city, where you're from, in the chat. Go ahead, just so we can see where we're tuning in from. I love that we get to have a worldwide audience. That's the beauty of media, social media, and all this kind of great stuff that we have going here. So again, we're kind of going to push the reset button and say hello to everybody. You are now watching the pre-conference conversations. We are getting ready to host an amazing conference called the Dream Chaser Conference in the Bay Area. And this is a place for go-getters, entrepreneurs, women that have dreams and ambitions, and they just want to be in that place. They want to be with other women that are going after their dreams And so we are just excited. So every party deserves a good pre-party. So I said, you know what? I might as well tap on the shoulders of the pretty girl bosses. I mean, I might as well call the swords that know what to do, when to do. I need to call the swords that can turn $500 into a 6-figure business. I was like, I gotta call them. I gotta call them so we can have some pre-conference conversation. So as y'all are coming in from Florida, from Brooklyn, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Houston, Texas. Hey, Pastor Erica, Campbell Hill, Alabama, Atlanta, all around. We want to welcome you. Hello, Selena and Shauna. How are you guys?
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Y'all doing good over there?
Thank you for that wonderful intro. We good. We good now.
Hey, what am I? What was it yesterday that you gave me?
Oh Lord. What did we say you were?
I forgot. The
hype girl. The hype woman of the year.
The hire.
Huh?
For hire.
Hope. Oh yeah. Hype for hire. Hype for hire.
Hype for hire. Y'all so special. But no, it was amazing. But no, just want to welcome you guys, and then also just thank everybody that's tuning in to join into the conversation. We're gonna get this thing started. And so this is how I want to start the conversation. Okay. I just shared with you guys, for those who don't know, okay, these ladies have started their business 10 years ago, meaning that this year they are celebrating a whole decade of business. Can you just put some hearts and some love in the chat for them? Like, that is no easy feat. We can't just gloss over that. So I want to give you guys love and prop right now for that. Y'all can put some hearts in the chat for them. And so this is what I want to ask. The first question I want to ask: can you just give me one word to describe the last 10 years from each of you? What would that be? One word to describe the last 10 years.
What's the second one? Well, the first word I have innovation.
Okay.
You know, we over this last 10 years, we have developed ideas. We've gone out of our way to be different, and to bring something new to the table, which I think we've done a good job of, which I do believe has led to our longevity in this business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have done things which we'll talk more about with the pandemic, and just pivoting in different ways under different circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And we're yeah. So I'm gonna stop with innovation. I know Selena has some stuff, but we innovate.
Okay. So innovation is your word. Shauna, Selena, what's your one word?
I'm gonna go with progressive. I feel like we are always finding ways to move forward. Like, there's so many different things externally that are happening in the world, but we still find ways to just keep pushing, just keep grinding, just keep moving forward. Like Shauna said, being innovative and finding new ways to just elevate the business. So that's what
I love it. So who came up with the name Define Me Greek? What was that process like? Give us an insight into you guys' creative process together.
Well, you definitely have an inside peek to our processes and brainstorming sessions. So it wasn't much different from that, but just throwing things out on the table, wanting it to be something meaningful and different. And so within that, we definitely had a list of things, but when we narrowed it down, Define Me Greek prevailed.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So what kind of tip would you maybe give somebody watching that, like, if you're trying to come up with a name, what would be one thing that you would tell them to think about as you're considering your brand's name?
I would say, think of a name that's going to really capture the essence of what your brand is all about. I think you can kind of think of names and things like that. Try to find words and phrases that are unique. Look for the opportunity. If you think of something, see if it's already out there. See if there's something very close, because you want to make sure that your brand is very identifiable, that it's not so, I should say, everyone kind of has this name or a similar version of it where you can't differentiate yourself. So I feel like Define Me Greek is very strong. You hear it, you see it, and yeah.
Okay, I like that. Awesome. And I would also say, check to see if it's trademark.
Okay.
Go to USPTO.gov.
Yes.
Check to see if
Please.
it's
And
trademarked.
check all social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Yes.
TikTok. Like, just make sure it's not there. It's a strong brand that can stand on its own.
I love it. Awesome.
Absolutely.
So for you guys, how people think like, they got to go get a loan, and it depends on what type of business you're starting, of course. But for you guys, what was you guys' seed money? How much was it that you guys started your business with?
We started with $500. We share that all the time. That was broken down into some business registration expenses, and the bulk of it went to buy our first batch of t-shirts.
Gotcha. Awesome. Now, was it like you give $250, you give $250? Look, where did it come from? Was it from the savings? And I'm asked that just so people can get an idea of like where you can pull resources from.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally 50-50. Like, okay, we're going to we have an idea. We believe in it. Like, we're going to start with something. We're not going to buy a whole bunch of t-shirts and a whole bunch of create all these designs, but we're going to start where we are, and we're going to start with a small batch. There's some admin things we have to do, and we just started. We had to start somewhere. And so $500 was like the magic number.
Gotcha. And I think that's a word right there. Like, just start somewhere. And that somewhere can be somewhere that's within reach, that's attainable. I think sometimes we're like, oh, we gotta wait till we get this, and that's on a lot of different levels, right? Like, oh, we gotta wait till here. Most of us will be waiting all day because something is always going to come up. Something is always going to, throw you off. And like you said, like it's like, hey, I just started with what I had. How do you actually get started on your business besides using just seed money? Let me read that again. How do you actually get started on your business besides using just seed money? There are some things that you can do that you don't have to use money, right, to start your business. What would you guys say?
Research don't cost nothing. So, I mean, that honestly, we made a lot of phone calls pre Instagram had just kind of gotten off the ground. So it wasn't no looking around to see who's doing something similar, looking up hashtags. None of that stuff really existed back then. So people nowadays with YouTube University and all these other things, I feel like you've got a little leg up in the game, but research is free.
Right.
I love it. So that's something that you can do without seed money is research. Okay. All right. Amazing. And so as you guys, obviously got the $500, got started, like what initially inspired you guys to begin Define Me Greek?
Yeah, I mean, great question. We toggle back and forth because we would go to various conferences all the time. We all want Nelia, so it's like, okay, but we found ourselves finding the same things at every conference we've been to. We've been in, been around for quite some time. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, this person is selling the same shirt, go down 2 more booths, this person's selling the same shirt. And so we wanted something different, something we would rock, something we're like, okay, wait a minute, something we have never seen before. And so it was one of those things where it was like, well, maybe we can create a design that, we can kind of get the people in our area to know a little bit or to like or to want to be representing. And then, we were like, hold on, we're on to something. Like, wait a minute, this is kind of fire. This design is dope. Like, we haven't seen it nowhere. Like, there's a market for this. It has not been done. And so I think from that initial level of excitement, I think that just got our wheels turning, and we were just in the lab like 24/8. Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. And a common term right now is be a disruptor. To be a disruptor, meaning like, whatever is happening, like do something totally different, right? And really disrupt what is happening. And I feel like that's what you guys did. You guys disrupt the Greek Nelia industry. Just like you said, like breaking from the norm and not having the same type of Nelia, same type of stuff to wear, but really do that. So kudos to you guys for being those type of founders that are disruptors and saying, you know what, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to change the game. And I think you made a great point in that, like, you found a need. So maybe that's for a gem for somebody out there as you're thinking about starting a business or even pivoting with where you are right now. Where is there a market void? Where is there a void in the market? Where is it something missing? Where is it that, I don't see this? And then guess what? You can be the person that creates it. So that's amazing. I think like a superpower is creating. if you ask
Mhm.
me. Like,
Mhm.
you know, sometimes they ask like the icebreaker question, like, oh, what's your superpower? And I really think that just creating is a superpower, meaning that you can create something from your mind or from an idea. And that's why I am pushing, you know, the Dream Chaser brand to really encourage people to dream and make their ideas come into reality. And so kudos to you guys for being like literally those dream chasers, those disruptors, and people who are creating stuff that people want and love. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Thanks.
the other question I had for you guys to consider to answer is over the 10 years, like those are literally 10 whole years, right? Like a decade. One,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Man,
7. You go all the way down, right?
girl.
10, right? Can you share any like pivotal milestones? Because this has always been my thing. Like it's a marathon. If anybody's following me, you know that I always talk about the marathon mindset and how, you know, achieving your dream, going after what you're doing. It's not anything that's going to happen in a sprint, but it's going to happen in more of a marathon type of a set. So with that, over the 10 years, was there any specific pivotal milestones that you guys remember?
Well, I mean, 2 years ago, with the pandemic,
Okay.
that was that was one of the biggest pivotal milestones. I mean, we've had things, you know, come up, of course, you know, prior to that, in the previous 6 years prior to that, but the pandemic really was an eye opener for us,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, for many people as well, but for us specifically, like we grew during that time.
Mm-hmm.
We innovated during that time. We pivoted in so many different ways that we didn't even know. We pushed ourselves in places that we didn't even know we were capable of going.
Mm-hmm.
As far as just going from having conferences in person to doing everything online, that was a very abrupt and, you know, pivot that we had to make. And I feel like we learned a lot along the way, but we were able to just take it month by month and just
Mm-hmm.
make it work throughout the entire pandemic.
Gotcha. Now, you talk about the pandemic, and obviously, kind of like we're still in it a little bit, and having to pivot from going to conference to doing things a lot of virtually. Was there like anything specific that you said, like, you know what, like this caused us to think differently or to do something differently, whether it was a new product that was birthed or a new service, anything that specifically was birthed out of that pivot?
I'll just jump in.
Yeah.
I'll say, you know, we were like Shauna said, we were used to just going to a lot of in-person events. Like that was like the bread and butter, like going to in-person events, but we didn't have that opportunity. And so something that was birthed out of that, I think we are leveraging now our email list even more, text
Mhm.
messaging list more. Like we build a solid foundation on social media. So posting more frequently, engaging more with our customers virtually or just, you know, online has just been instrumental. We can't see everybody face to face, which we hope we can see you all soon. But it's like utilizing tools that can reach people in this environment that we're in right now. And virtually has just been a blessing, I will say.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
I love it. And it's crazy because like you know, you have to see these challenges as an opportunity for growth at the end of the day.
Yes.
And I think when we have that perspective, it allows us to then become our better selves. You mentioned something in terms of, you know, hitting hard the email list and the email list and the text message and social media. Like, why are those things so important from a business perspective? Can you talk to somebody out there that has a business that maybe is not leveraging email or text message, or they're not being consistent on social media so much? Can you share why that might be really important?
Well, I hope every business out there is in the business of making money. I mean, it translates into money. I mean, like it's no other way around it. You know, these are people who signed up, who want to be a part of your list. They want to be connected to you in whatever way, whether they're signing up for text message or email or with it following you on social media. They want to be there because they like what you have to offer. And so I think it's our responsibility as business owners to give them, you know, give them information, give them content, keep them coming back to our businesses.
Gotcha. Awesome. And I think another point that I know you talk about a lot as well is the understanding of that, you know, or let me back up. I know it's happened a few times where like the social media just went down. Like Instagram went down some months ago and people went crazy. Like people went crazy when Instagram was not working. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't reach my audience. But like when you have a text message list, when you have an email list, you can directly connect with consumers. So, you know, I know when I talk to you, Shauna, you talk a lot about the text message in the emails list as well. And understand like why that's important, because you need to have a direct connect with your consumer and not another platform. And I think people forget that Instagram and social media is not a destination. We have to use it as a connector, a string, because Instagram can leave tomorrow. Facebook can leave tomorrow. TikTok can leave tomorrow. But once you got their cell phone number, once you got their email,
you're all
I
good.
can get you whatever I want.
Exactly.
Good. I'm gonna just shout out real quick in the chat over here on Facebook. Althea, she's here. She says, "Hey, First Lady, and my consistent Shauna, love you all, beautiful queens." Man, if you want your hair braided, but she booked and busy. Sorry, y'all. That's why I'm over here with the press, because Althea's booked and busy. But even to that, I want to segue. You guys are really already leaving a legacy. And at least I'm going to put it out there like that you guys are leaving a legacy in a way that I think you guys are. But in your way, how do you feel like even now that you guys are leaving a legacy?
Yeah, I'll say, you know, we've grown in business being an apparel company. Our legacy, I would say, is to really be known for more than just an apparel company. We've done a lot outside of that a lot of people may or may not know. We volunteer in various community events. You know, we hold leadership positions in various organizations. You know, we also have within Defy Me Greek have expanded and given out grants to aspiring and new business owners, you know, that are like, you know what, I have a dream too. I have a talent, I have a skill. Like, I just need some support. And not only do we give out grants, this is our second year doing the grants. And I think we've given out 15, 20 grants, you know, to people just all over the world. And it's just amazing. Not only are we pouring money into their businesses, but we're also giving them tools and resources. So when we talk about a legacy, it's going beyond selling apparel. It's helping people understand various facets of business, but also helping them so that there's some things lessons we learned that we're like, okay, you don't even have to struggle and do this. Like, we're going to give you some tools and resources. So I think one year we had you help facilitate a segment and really give some confidence coaching around just getting out there and just elevating your brand and having the confidence to do so. This year we had a Pick Our Brain session, which is invaluable. I think the ladies on the call were just like in awe just around how much we were pouring in. We're never afraid to give information out. Like, we want to support others. So I think our legacy is going beyond being an apparel company, but also helping others achieve.
That's amazing. Come on, you guys, put some hearts in the chat. Like, we can't just skip over that. And if anything, I hope that is inspiration for, you know, everybody to do their part in how they want to, you know, impact and go beyond where you are right now. And I'm really excited. I haven't even been sharing this, but because honestly, I forgot. But now you made me remember. Now, I'm doing a $500 grant too for the Dream Chaser Conference.
Nice.
So everybody that registers for the conference, you're going to be able to apply for this grant. So at the conference, we're going to give away a $500 grant for your dream, whatever your dream is, except if it's like something like crazy. But no, I'm sure everybody's gonna have a solid dream. You all go sound like, well, I'm a dream for a BBL. No, no. But no, I'm really excited about that. And because again, it lets you know that, you know, it's possible. And just know that you have a community of other people that's supporting what it is that you are doing. So everybody that has registered, be on the lookout. Like, next week at some time, I'm gonna send the application out to everybody. And I'm really excited about doing that as well. And you guys are just amazing for a lot of different reasons, but that is definitely one of them. So I just got a few more questions. I know it's getting late because I know some of y'all are out there on the West Coast. On the East Coast, but here on Facebook, we got people dancing. Bernice is like, yes. Bernice is actually one of our speakers at the conference. She's one of our therapists. So that one session That's called help. My dreams are killing me. Bernice is because girl.
Right.
I got a question for that for you guys in a second. So I haven't said this, but just to everybody that's watching, you can use the code DMG to get $10 off of your virtual registration. So if you're watching and you're going to be a part of the virtual, because I think like we literally got like 5 tickets left for in person. And since I know we have a worldwide audience, you can attend from the comfort of your own home with your device in your hand and just use the code DMG to get $10 off of that. But everybody's like having a good old time over here on Facebook. They clapping Erica. So kudos to everybody that is just vibing with us tonight. So I just got a few more questions because I know it's getting late. Can you tell me, what are you most proud of as the owners of DMG?
Good question. Oh my goodness.
So many things.
I know. Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like we're here at the 10-year mark. I mean, that is, I feel like at this moment in time, that's what we most proud, you know.
Right.
It hasn't been easy by any means. We have laid, money, exhausted savings, retirement, all the things just to get to this point. And I feel like just the whole process of getting to 10 years is something to be extremely proud of, especially when a lot of businesses don't make it past a few years.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So to be here is still, it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. What about you, Lean?
Yeah, I'm proud that we literally had an idea and, literally just worked our butts off to make this like what it is today. I mean, I think at one point we had exhausted all of Shauna's whole entire house. I think I kind of lived in her house at one point, like I did. I think it's like, all right, what we having for dinner? Like it was like a whole thing. My family, her family, like it was just a blended level of success. But I would just say, I'm just proud that we started with an idea and $500. Yeah. Like I think sometimes people think, oh, I got to put in all of this money back. Literally, we've been in business on the gift of $500 that we poured into our company. And that says a lot, $500 may not seem like a lot to people, but I feel like 10 years ago, it's like, okay, $500, we're going to pay a bill and we're going to pay $500. Like, what are we doing? And now just to see the company grow and for us to expand our business, I mean, and be able to pour back into other people and start with one t-shirt. And now we got over several dozens of t-shirts and not even just shirts. Now we got hats and pins and jackets, windbreakers, custom items. We doing local stuff, region stuff, national stuff. Like you name it. We got pins, shirts, hats, beanies, right? Like I'm like really excited about that. Like that makes me I feel proud about that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Virtual.
I mean, it's the little things, it's really the little things. We have people who believe in us. I'm proud that people believed in our idea. People like you were like, okay, Jim, we got this shirt. We need you to wear the black shirt and the white shirt. We need to take a picture. Like we have people who literally believe in us. And I think that's something to be proud of too.
Yeah,
to have
absolutely.
We wouldn't be where we are.
No, and I think as women, or just maybe just since it's women, we hear like we don't give ourselves enough credit. Like, and sometimes we forget because we just hustling to a certain degree. We moving and stuff that we don't stop to take account of like what we just did. You know what I mean? And that's why I am happy that, part of the conference, we're taking time. And I like that, at least for the conference, that's very holistic in the sense, like, it's not about all like, get the bag, but it's about, okay, like, how do I make sure that my dreams don't kill me? How do I make sure that I have this marathon mindset? How do I make sure that I'm still prioritizing self-care? But then still, how do we get the bag too? And I think just you guys sharing what you just shared just a moment ago really paints the picture of what is possible if you just allow yourself the freedom to try. So can you guys just like speak a little bit about just encouraging somebody that might be like, I don't know if I can really do this. Like I'm up here and all I got is one t-shirt, you know what I mean? Maybe they're comparing themselves to the brand that has, a whole website full of stuff. Like, what would you say to them?
Ooh, I would say, it's something to be said about just taking a leap of faith, which is starting before you're ready. If you have this idea and it's weighing on your heart, I feel like that's something that you have to pursue, because you don't want to live life with regrets. You don't want to look back and be like, shoulda, woulda, coulda. So you owe it to yourself to get out there and at least put one foot forward, one foot in front of the other. Take it step by step. Sometimes we do, get into this whole comparison thing, but everybody has a journey, and your journey is just starting if that's where you are. And so just putting one foot in front of the other and doing something every day to move towards the goals of what you want to do and the goals of your business, I think you'll look back after a year and be like, you were further than you were. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
boom,
you just got to go for it.
You got to go for it. You got to go for it. All right. 2 more questions for you guys. When you think about the biggest investment that you made, like, or maybe the biggest risk that you've taken, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, okay. And you have to like breathe a little, like, okay, am I going to do this? You might have to call Pierre and be like, so I'm thinking about, or whatever the case may be. Like, what was that one, risk, the biggest like risk that you took, and what has been the outcome of that outside of starting the business? You know what I mean? Obviously we know that was, but what else would that have been?
I think early on, we're in the West Coast, Cali, right? So we're from California, and I think early on we got invited to bend at a conference that was on the East Coast. And so it was one of those things where, like, when you look at the cost of shipping products, when you look at the airfare, the hotel, everything that you can think of to kind of come from California to the East Coast, it was a lot of time, resources, and money. But that was the only invite we had got. We were new, like we were literally a new company, and we were just so excited. And it was like, well, should we go? And we talked about it. It was like, we just gonna have to exhaust everything that we have in our savings account. And we believe in ourselves. We believe we have something different. We believe that it is going to make a difference in our business. And we just prayed on it. We ordered what we needed to order. We got on the plane with, I think, some duffel bags. Literally, I actually don't even think we shipped anything, but we looked into it. But we had these
like, look, Southwest gonna take these.
It was the 2 carry-ons, and then I took on 2. What was it? Check-in and check-in, and I think we had to pay an extra money. We got upset, like, why we got to pay for an extra bag? But it doesn't matter. We flew all the way to Rhode Island. We had a little table. We had the smallest table with the small setup. We sold out of every single thing that we had there. We literally got there, mind you, like nobody's seen any merchandise like that. We got so many great compliments. We got so much kudos. All of our inventory was gone. And I think from that moment, we took a risk with financially, we took a risk with our time. We took a risk with just believing in ourselves in this business. And we were like, we're not going to fail. Like we believe we're going to go hard on this. And from that moment, we knew we were like, oh yeah, we got something. And the rest is history.
Yep.
The rest is history.
Gotta love
this
it.
is the last question, okay? And you guys can even split these up. It's totally up to you. But I just wanted you guys to share like your top 5 favorite business tools. Like these are things that have made us efficient. These are the things that have made us money. What tools would those be?
I'll start with a couple. So I love text message and email. So we're using for our emails, we're using MailChimp. So that's been pretty good. I would say for all of these though, a lot of them have competitors. So, you just definitely do your research, but I would say some email app, some text messaging app that's going to be for you. Those two things definitely are at the top of our list.
Okay, gotcha. And what are yours? Because you told MailChimp. What's the name of the text message company that you guys use?
It's called Postscript.
Postscript. Okay, so you guys, Postscript, that's one for text messaging. For email, it's MailChimp. They got Flowdesk. They got a whole bunch of different ones out there.
Right.
Constant Contact, if they still in business, I think.
Okay.
And so what other ones would you say? Because I know, but y'all don't know. But I know Selena usually do more of like the marketing side, and Shauna, you do more of like the creative side. So what are the tools that you're using the most, Selena?
I think definitely integrating, of course, all social platforms. Of course, I think that's a given.
Okay.
But also, like we use Shopify for our website, so there's so many integrations that you can leverage on Shopify. Abandoned cart, apps. You can use restock alerts on Shopify, so your customers can be alerted as soon as you update your inventory, they automatically get an email. I think there's different functions of like product reviews and things like that that you can share on social platforms and so forth. So Shopify has just been hands down just an amazing app for us to use. Like we've started, of course, everybody's on Zoom. We've been Zoom for a lot of things, but we do a lot of business through Zoom, just different people that we connect with that are helping us with the business. So I would say I'm in love with Shopify. Like I think the ability to just manage all of your inventory, but also market in different ways, more than one, has just been phenomenal.
Gotcha. That's why Shopify stock is at where they at? Is they split in Shauna?
We all look at Shauna because Shauna know.
Let me get up on there.
Shopify, I'm like, good God. But no, they are an amazing company, and so that is why they're at where they're at. So final question: are you guys coming to the conference?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever even missed conference, right? Like this literally in our books, like for the year. Like it's there.
Right. Recurring event. Okay.
I just had to mess with y'all. I know y'all come in. I want to say you've been there since all of them. And so I'm really happy to have you guys just there as as sisters, as friends. And just like supporters, and just how you said before, like, you guys put stuff out there, you put t-shirt designs out there, you put different things out there, and like the people support it. I feel the same. Like whenever I put something out there, like literally they're usually like the first to register, like the absolute first, like click. I'm like, did you set an alert for the email to come out? Like, how'd you get the first ticket already? But what I want to do for all the DMGers out there is I want to just give you guys access to the conference. You can use the code DMG to get $10 off your virtual ticket. You're going to get access to all of the sessions. They're going to be amazing. Is there a specific session that you guys are looking forward to? One of them? Because I got a few that I'm kind of excited about. But what about you guys?
No, we talked about this earlier in the table talk with a therapist.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that. During these times, we've all been through a lot. We've been through a lot with, just in personal life and in our business life. And it's time for us to really just focus on self-care, getting to understand what's going on with you and how you can be the best you and show up every day for yourself,
Yeah, I love it. We're actually kicking the conference off with that session. And I wanted to kind of prove a point of like, you got to take care of you before we get to all this other stuff. Like, let's make sure we are taking care of you. And I really know that that's going to be just a really amazing session. So I'm really excited. Well, I want to thank you guys for taking time to chit chat with me tonight in the pre-conference conversations. For everybody that is on, thank you guys for tuning in. You can just click the link in my bio, which is somewhere to register for the Dream Chaser Conference. You just go to dreamchaserconference.org or click the link in the bio and use the code DMG, because we love DMG so much, to get $10 off of your virtual registration to be a part of it. But ladies, for those maybe that are not on your page and maybe they connected to my page and maybe it's some neos on here or something, or maybe it's some old schoolers and they didn't even know nothing about DMG, how can they connect with you guys?
Well, we are at Define Me Greek on all social platforms. So definitely check us out. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Define Me Greek. At Define Me Greek.
Y'all on TikTok? Y'all be doing videos?
Yeah, we got some stuff coming. We about to tick and talk, but we got it.
I got a page that ain't got nothing on it though. I was like, Lord, I don't know if I could do. We gotta do a content creation day or something. I
Yes,
don't know.
yes.
But Lord have mercy.
Working on it.
No. Okay, cool. Well, be sure to follow them. Subscribe to their text message list. They always send out the first dibs on mystery packs that come out and new merch and all kind of stuff. And they're just an amazing ladies to connect with. And then also, you guys have Pick My Brain sessions, right? So if you have any type of questions, or you like trying to start a business, it doesn't have to be just a t-shirt business. It just might be just business in general. These women are great resources to reach out to. So they do have that service available where you can easily book some time with them, make an investment in yourself by booking time with them so you can pick their brains and, just have that fast track. I think sometimes we want to try to YouTube our way to everything, but sometimes if you can just like sit down with somebody and be like, look, sis, this is what I'm trying to do. Can you give my feedback real quick on this? You could have saved yourself maybe 6 months and some money or something by just making that one investment. So again, thank you ladies for coming out. I can't wait to see everybody in 15 days at the Dream Chaser Conference. It's going to be amazing. The pre-party has ended, but guess what? The conference is about to go down. 15 days.
Yes.
We'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night and go after those dreams, ladies.
All right.
Thank you, Jen.
Bye,
Thank you, everyone.
My pleasure.